Before you invest another single dollar, I need you to watch this. Right now, somewhere in America, someone just deposited their paycheck into their brokerage account. They bought an ETF. They felt smart, responsible, like they were building a future. They have no idea they just made the same mistake that's quietly bleeding thousands of American portfolios dry, including probably yours. 3 years ago, I thought I was doing everything right. I was investing in ETFs. I was being smart with my money. And then I looked at my portfolio one morning to FEM and noticed I had lost thousands of dollars. Not because the market crashed, not because of bad luck, because of one mistake that 90% of ETF investors are making right now. And nobody is talking about it. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly what it is, how to fix it, and how to make sure you never lose money this way. Stay with me, Tyler. This one could save your financial future. This is episode 1 of my ETF Mistakes series, Turin. 3 episodes, 3 massive mistakes that could be costing you tens of thousands of dollars. Hit subscribe right now so you don't miss episodes 2 and 3. For Paul, they get even worse. Let's get into it. Here's a question I get all the time. I own 5 different ETFs per currency. Am I diversified? And I have to be honest with you. Probably not. See, most people think that buying more ETFs means more diversification. They buy VO, then they buy VTI, then maybe some QQQ, maybe FXAIX, and they feel good. They feel protected. But here's the dirty secret. Those ETFs, they own almost the exact same stocks. This is called ETF overlap URL, and it is silently destroying your returns right now. You're not diversified, you're just paying fees on the same thing multiple times. Let me break this down so it's crystal clear. VOO, the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, holds 503 stocks. VTI, Total Stock Market ETF, holds over 3,500 stocks. Here's the thing, the top 100 stocks in VTI, they're basically identical to VOO. Apple is the no 0.1 holding in VOO. It's also the no 0.1 holding in VTI. It's also in QQQ. It's also in FXAIX. So when you buy all 4 of these, you don't have 4x the diversification. You have 4x the Apple exposure. And you paid 4 sets of expense ratios to get there. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but the expense ratios are tiny, like 0.03%. And you're right, individually, they're small. But here's where it gets really painful. On a $500,000 portfolio, the difference between a 0.03% and a 1% expense ratio is over $150,000 over 30 years. That's not a rounding error. That's a down payment on a house. That's your kid's college fund. That's real money for us, gone to us, because you didn't check what was inside the ETF. Here's a stat that should terrify you. In a survey of retail investors who held multiple ETFs, 92% of them could not tell you the overlap percentage between their funds. They had no idea. They thought they were diversified. They felt safe. But they were essentially buying the same 50 stocks over and over again, just with different logos on the fund. I want you to pause this video right now. Open your brokerage account. Look at your ETF holdings and ask yourself, do I actually know what's inside each one? If the answer is no, Pelm, keep watching, because I'm going to show you exactly how to check. All right, here's how you audit your own portfolio in less than 5 minutes quiet for free. Step 1, go to etfrc.com. I'll put the link in the description. Step 2, type in your ETFs. Let's say you own VOO and QQQ. Hit compare part and look at this. The overlap is 100 stocks. 100 stocks in both funds. Those top holdings for it, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, they're in everything. Step 3, now look at the weighting of those overlapping stocks. Because even if 2 funds share the same stocks, one might be 30% Apple and the other 10%. That weighting difference matters. Step 4, once you know your overlap, ask yourself, am I actually getting different exposure here or just paying twice? The goal isn't to own as many ETFs as possible. The goal is to own the right ETFs, RAEFs, ones that complement each other and give you genuine diversification across sectors, geographies, and asset classes. Look, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to protect you. Most of us weren't taught this stuff in school. Nobody sat us down and said, hey, before you invest your paycheck, here's how to read a fund prospectus. We figured it out on our own. We Googled, we watched YouTube, we asked Reddit. In the financial industry, they benefit from your confusion. More ETFs, I'm more fees. More complexity, I'm more products sold. They're not gonna warn you about overlap. That's why I make these videos, so that you know, hey, clearly, simply, what's actually happening. Fits inside your portfolio. The investor who wins long-term isn't the one who picks the hottest ETF. It's the one who builds a simple, low-cost, truly diversified portfolio type and doesn't touch it. Now, Ring, here's the thing. ETF overlap is mistake no 1, and it's bad. But mistake no point two, it's the one that hits you at the worst possible time, right when you need your money most. And mistake no point three, honestly, but it's the one I see destroying retirement accounts for people in their 50s who can't recover. Both of those videos are dropping next week and the following week. Subscribe and hit the bell. Seriously, YouTube buries these videos if you don't tell it you want them. All right, Jared, let's recap what you learned today. ETF overlap is real, and it's silently killing your diversification. Most multi-ETF portfolios are actually just one portfolio in disguise. Use etfrc.com to audit your overlap right now for free. If this helped you, do me a favor, Churfriend. Drop a comment below and tell me, how many ETFs are you currently holding? I read every single comment. I'll see you in episode 2. Stay smart, stay patient, build wealth.